2. Hey, let's do a problem. First of all, there are 5 steps to solving any problem. If we go through these, you're going to find that you're much more successful. Probably the thing that trips most people up is, what do you want? You're going to find in your problem, it's usually towards the end. And it's usually in the form of a question, and it's usually after the word what. So if I read my problem down here, that in effect is the case. So it says, what is the frequency? Okay, so what do I want? I want frequency. The second thing I do is find out, what did I get? Okay, I'm going to look for the numbers, and there's some numbers, and it actually even tells me what it is. So I got wavelength, okay? It really doesn't matter what that wavelength is right now. I'm just going to hit step 3, which is, what do I know? What I know is a bunch of formulas. I also know some constants. So I want to go ahead and make a plan to solve for what I want. Well, I know my equation has to have frequency in there. So it could be the first one, could be the second one. It's not the third one because frequency doesn't even show up. I'm also probably going to use wavelength. Okay, so if I look at my first equation, wavelength shows up. So yeah, I've got that number. I also have C. So yeah, I can go ahead and solve for frequency and get my answer. So I'm just going to go ahead and write down that equation. So C equals wavelength frequency. Right now, the last part of 3 is solve for what you want. Okay, what I want is frequency. So I'm going to need to have it A on top and B by itself. Well, good news, it's already on top, but it's not by itself. So I'm going to do some algebra on this. And if you know how algebra works, if you take it to the other side, it's always going to be on the opposite. If it's on the numerator, it goes to the denominator. If it's on the denominator, it goes to the numerator. So now my equation becomes this. And then I'm going to do step 4, substitute in the numbers for the variables. Okay, C is the speed of light. It's always 3.00 times 10 to the 8 meters per second. The wavelength is what I got. So that's going to be 5.89 times 10 to the negative 7 meters. Okay. On my calculator, what comes out is 5.0934 times 10 to the 14th. And because this is frequency, I'm going to call it hertz. Okay? Well, I didn't round to sig figs, but I need to. So since I've got a division problem, I'm going to count sig figs and round to the lowest number. Well, this first problem, actually both of them are scientific notation, so all I have to do is just look at the number before the times 10. So there's 1, 2, 3 sig figs there, and on the bottom number 3 sig figs. Makes it real easy. I'm going to round my answer to 3 sig figs. 1, 2, 3. I look next door because it's a 3, the 9 stays a 9. And so my answer is 5.09 times 10 to the 14th hertz. Look at that again. Look at the video again if you're not getting it, okay?